Well, it's been about it's probably been about a month or so since I've done a book haul. I'm allowed to buy more books, right?
Thank you to my patrons for supporting the channel and making it the best it can be.
Hey, fantasy fans, welcome back. It's Dan here with Treebeard Book Reviews. And as I said, it's been a while since I've done a book haul, and I got 18 books here. Some of them I bought these copies because they're better copies, but some of these are new. Some books I've read before, and I just bought them because I wanted to own them. And yeah, I'm super excited to share this book haul because some of these books are absolutely gorgeous. Stick around to the end though, because there's a really rare book I got and I couldn't believe it. And I can't believe the price I got it for, because this book easily goes for a couple $100s. So stick around to the end for that. But yeah, let's get into the book haul. I got some amazing books, guys. So why don't we get into the books I've read, but I never had a copy. So let's get into that. Okay, guys. So there's 5 books in this set where I've read them. Some of them I read from the library. Some of them I read because they're in like a compendium, or some I just read a different copy of the book. So the first one is by Brando Sando, and that is The Emperor's Soul. So I've never seen this edition. I mean, I've seen it, but I've never like seen it to buy it. And I saw it at a local thrift store, and so I thought I'd pick it up. It's a beautiful book, really short. I don't even think it cracks 100. No, it's almost 200 pages. So almost cracks 200 pages, and I'm super excited to get it. Next, Terry Pratchett. I'm always on the hunt for anything Terry Pratchett, either whether it's different like alternate arts to certain books that I own, or just really interesting Terry Pratchett books. And so I got Men-at-Arms the Play. So this is obviously a dramatization of Men-at-Arms. I'm super excited to kind of read it. It's not very long. I think it's only, yeah, it's like not even 200 pages. So I'd love to see the dramatization for this. It's going to be so much fun. I know it. So, all right. So these next books are part of a series. They're called The Age of Fire by E.E. Knight. I've only read these 3 books. I don't know how many's in the series. I'm going to check quick. Okay, so I'm back. There's actually 6 books in the series, so I've read 3. I really enjoyed these 3. I think they're more considered like YA, but I really enjoyed them. These books are Dragon Champion, Dragon Avenger, and then I believe it's Dragon Outcast. So these are based on you're actually in the POV of a dragon, and you started with these dragons in the egg. They hatch, and then these all the 3 dragons you see on these covers were nest mates. And then you kind of growing up, each book is about each dragon and their kind of trials through their lives. So and I think there's like an overarching like story that's kind of going on. But yeah, I love these books, and they're fairly short. I gave them a pretty good rating too. So I read these, I would say, about 10 years ago. These 3 at least 10 years ago. Maybe not that long ago, but they were just such an enjoyable read. So when I saw them at like my local thrift store, and I picked all 3 of them up, I'm like, yeah, I want to own these and eventually finish that series. So again, like YA isn't a series that typically hits with me, but this one I really enjoy, and I'm just a sucker for dragons. So yeah, I couldn't pass them up. So let's get on to some books that I did own them, but I bought better versions because these books are so big that I found reading them in the mass market paperback was just uncomfortable. And so I bought trade covers. I found these. Super excited to kind of show you what they are. So one of them I didn't own. The rest I've owned, like replaced them with these, and now I've donated those other ones. So we have, these are all Malazan books. There's Toll the Hounds, beautiful trade. It's like I said, trade paper. Absolutely beautiful book. Just love the artwork on these. Reaper's Gale. And then we got the Dust of Dreams. So this is actually similar to the cover that was on the mass market. And then the last one is The Crippled God. So Malazan books, these are beautiful covers. I prefer to read trade papers. I would generally like to read hardcovers, but they're so hard to find. And like I want to thrift books. I don't typically want to go out of like the way and buy hardcovers. So if I find them thrifting, great, I'll grab them. If not, I got the trades and I'm happy with those. So next, let's get on to some other books that I picked up. that are, some are historical fiction, and there's one that's a sci-fi classic that I just had to grab. So, all right, so these ones are all, well, they're not all. So 3 of them are historical fiction, and 1 is a classic. So let's get to the classic, and that is Childhood End by Arthur C. Clarke. This is just like a little simple copy I found at my local thrift store for like $1.99. I need to read this. This is a sci-fi classic, so I haven't I haven't got to it, but I will get to it now that I own it. I can put it on my shelf. I will be doing a bookshelf tour eventually. Now that I'm in my new place, I have moved books around. You guys have probably seen throughout some of the videos they've switched spots, but I'm finally at where I want my books to be. So I'm eventually going to be doing a bookshelf tour, showing all my books. I have been cataloging them slowly. Like I have an app called Book Buddy, where I've been cataloging my books, but a lot of them are old, so you know, you kind of have to manually enter that ISBN to find the copy I have. So, all right, so these next books are by Con Golden? And so these books, I have the first 2 books in the War of the Roses trilogy. So I have Stormbird, absolutely cool covers, and Trinity. So I am kind of keeping my eyes out for the 3rd book in that series. But I'm going to be starting probably with that War of the Roses series. And then I found this the other day, The Lord of the Bow. So I know this is the 2nd book in the Genghis Khan series, which is like one of his most popular ones. So I'm excited I found that, but I need to find book 1 first before I can get to that series. So now, guys, we're going to get to new releases that I have bought and anticipate. Probably, I'm actually going to be reading 3 of these books in December that I plan to read. And then the last book I'm going to show you is a rare book. So it's kind of cool. New releases. I bought these all for, intending to read them all in December. Got some really good deals on them. I bought them through like Indigo, like Canada, and I have the Indigo like Supreme membership or whatever the heck. So get a pretty good discount on books. So I got a Rockio book. I have Queen Amid Ashes. This one I actually ordered off Amazon. I don't think you can get it anywhere else but Amazon. So gonna be reading this in December. I already got the ARC, and you probably already seen my review for Ashes of Man, so that's already out. I'll put a link up here. And yeah, so I'm looking forward to just read a bit more Rockio, because it's going to be a while before book 6, I think. So I might have to even do a full reread of that series. So I also bought, if you guys are on Discord, you've probably seen a few of these. So if you need a hint, join the Discord below. Like I do kind of show off some of the books I'm getting as I'm getting them. So the first one I got is Babel by R.F. Kuang. I haven't read anything by R.F. Kuang before. Like I haven't read the Poppy War series. I don't think that's a series I will like anyways. So I've kind of just preemptively passed it. I'm like, yeah, I won't give that one a try. But this one sounds interesting, so I'm going to be giving this a try. If I don't like it, I'm just going to donate it. It's life. Okay. Then I got The Justice of Kings by Richard Swan. This one I've heard so many good things about. I love the cover too. So this was definitely a cover. And I mean, also I've watched a few reviews, so looking forward to buying it. And then the big chonky boy that I've kept around to the end is The First Binding by R.R. Ronnie Verdi. And this is his first fantasy book. It's huge. It's huge. So, and I will say I was a little disappointed by some of the condition of the books at Indigo when I went to buy them. They were all really banged up. Like none of them were in great shape. So I'm gonna have to get some covers on these ones. I gotta buy some more. But yeah, just not really I literally picked up like 10 copies of the book trying to find one, and I found this one was the least banged up, and it's just they were all mistreated. They must have dropped the box or something like that. But yeah, super not impressed. And this one's gonna be a hard read, and just in terms of physically reading it, because if you look here, the book doesn't have a ribbon, it's just glued. With a book this size, I anticipating it breaking. So we're gonna see. Like if that happens, I might just end up buying the ebook just to read it, because I don't want to ruin the book. But that's come on guys, when you're gonna be making a book that's this big, put a ribbon in there. So all right, let's get to the last book that I found. My wife actually found it, and she texted me at work when she was out thrifting herself. She found me a first edition, first printing copy of The Eye of the World by Robert Jordan. And it's in absolutely perfect condition. Like this book is immaculate. Like this book is like 30 years old, and it's in better shape than the goddamn book like the darn Ronnie Verdi book. So just beautiful. And she got it for $5.99, and this book is you know, probably a couple $100 now, especially with the show coming out. But yeah, absolutely amazing find. You've probably seen it in a few videos behind me, but now I'm just kind of finally talking about it. But yeah, this is a first edition copy, first printing of one of my favorite series, The Wheel of Time. So guys, that's my big book haul. I'm super glad I could share it with you. But, you know, tell me what some books you bought recently. I know most people buy books, you know, piecemeal, one here and one there, and kind of save them up. And that's kind of what I've been doing. I bought these over the last couple months. But yeah, tell me what you guys have bought lately and what book, you know, you're most excited to read recently. So that's it, guys, and we'll see you on the next one. Cheers.